Hello friends. The house was quiet, his wife and daughter were fast asleep, and he quietly closed the door behind him. When he came down the stairs, his steps were fast and measured. Today was an important day. He had worked hard to get here, and now, as the director of his own company, he could not afford to be late. The world outside was waiting, and he had to come on time. But then, when he entered the courtyard, something caught his attention. A small shaggy puppy was sitting on the edge of the yard, soaked through and shivering in the pouring rain. Nearby, the neighbor's boy Grishka was shouting at the helpless creature. "Get out of here! Get out!" Grishka's voice was harsh and dismissive. The puppy, wet and vulnerable, looked at the boy with wide open, hopeful eyes. Something stirred deep inside him, a long, buried memory. He couldn't help but stop standing in the cold air as images of his own childhood flooded over him. Without hesitation, he approached the boy and the puppy. He sat down next to Grisha, his voice softened. "Why are you so angry with him?" "What is it?" he asked, looking at the trembling dog. "I don't need him," Grishka muttered. "My parents give me a purebred cat for my birthday. He's nobody." The man smiled bitterly, remembering the times when he thought the same way as a child. He wanted the best, the most impressive. But what did it cost him? He looked at the puppy again, his heart heavy. "I had a dog once," he began in a distant voice. "Rex. He wasn't a special person, but he loved me more than I deserved. I pushed him away because he wasn't good enough for me, for my friends." "Why didn't you leave it?" Grishka asked, changing his tone. The man sighed, feeling the weight of regret pressing down on his chest. "I couldn't forgive myself for what I did to him," he confessed quietly. "But I hope you'll learn from my mistake." Grishka looked at the puppy, who was now crouching in the rain, his little body trembling. He looked back at the man, his expression thoughtful. "I will not betray him," he said with calm determination. "He's going to be my best friend." Warmth spread through the man's chest as Grishka picked up the puppy and hugged him to himself. The rain continued to pour, but for a moment it seemed that everything in the world was fine. Grishka turned around and went back into the house, safely arranging the puppy in his arms. The man stood and watched him go, a smile touched his lips. The boy learned something, and maybe, just maybe, he saved himself from the mental pain that the man had been living with for years.